Hey students, welcome back. So today there are a couple things that you need. You need a calculator and you also need your brand new periodic table. If you didn't grab one or if you don't have one, just make sure you grab one from Miss Griffith because it's got the formulas that we're going to use on the back. So here we go. Today we are talking about temperature. So temperature 1-8, temperature, page 8. Temperature is the measure of average kinetic energy of the particles. So how fast are our particles moving? The faster they move, the higher the temperature. So basically we are just reading or seeing how fast those particles are moving. And again, the faster they move, the higher the temperature. So, just real quick, measuring temperature, we still guess the last digit, still guess that last digit. All right, please do not forget to guess that last digit. All right, so if we look here, we're looking, first of all, when we measure, notice how we hold it up in the glass. We don't put it on the glass, right? Because then it's measuring the glass temperature instead of the temperature of the solution that we're trying to figure out. All right, and then we get real close in the second pick, and if you see there, we're going to guess, we can guess one digit, so that's 20. This is 20, that's 30, so that's 21. So we're going to say maybe like 20.1. And this is Celsius because we are in chemistry class. So maybe 20.1 degrees Celsius. All right, 20.1, maybe 20.2, somewhere in there, kind of wherever you go. All right, so here we go. Performing temperature conversions. That's our main focus of today. We should be able to read a thermometer, yes, but we should also be able to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius, and then Fahrenheit all the way to Kelvin. So on the back of your periodic table, there are three formulas. They are written there for you. So all we have to do is use those formulas. So these are our formulas, big time serious. All right, so we are going to have these formulas there for us, and they are written on your periodic table. They're very similar to this. The only thing that's different is there's a little slash on the 5/9, and it looks a little different, but we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and look at converting our temperature 20.1, and we're going to degrees Fahrenheit. What I like to do when I'm breaking down a problem is I like to underline what I know and circle what I'm looking for. So that's what I did there. So I'm looking for degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to use this one right here. So degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 x, which is our times our degrees Celsius, and then we're going to add 32. So we're going to take 9/5 times our 20.1, which was that reading of above, plus 32. All right, so this is going to be what the temperature of that water was in Celsius or in Fahrenheit, so we can see if it was cold or hot. Now, when you're typing this in your calculator, there are a couple of ways. If you do not know how to use the fraction button, you can just say 9 divided by 5, and that'll do the math for you, which gives you 1.8, right? Times 20.1. All right, and then you can hit equals and then plus 32. All right, and that should give us 68.18. 68.18, but we only had one decimal here, so we should have one decimal in our answer. So 68.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Kind of a chilly bit of water, but pretty close to room temperature, probably what it is in our room right now. All right. Cool. Now let's see if we can do a multi-stepper. This one is going to require us to do a couple of steps. We're going from Fahrenheit. We know we have Fahrenheit body temperature, and we're taking that to Kelvin. So we've got two steps because there's no formula up here that does it just from Fahrenheit to Kelvin, right? So we have to do two steps. So we're going to use the first one we're going to use is degree C. We're going to find that one. And this is important that we put it in parentheses. All right, because that tells us kind of the order of attractions, if you will. So we're going to take 98.6 minus 32, and then we're going to multiply by 5/9, and that's going to give us our degrees Celsius. So remember in our calculator, first we must take 98.6 minus 32. All right, that gives us 66.6, and then we're going to take it times 5 and divide it by 9. And that should give us 37 degrees Celsius when we type that in. So now we have Celsius, but we need to get to Kelvin. And our second part of this is Kelvin is equal to degree C plus 273.15. So we're going to just plug in this 37 right there for the degree C. 37 plus 273.15. And we're going to get our answer. We should get 310.15. And again, we had one decimal there in our first part. That was one there. So we're going to keep one in our answer. So we say 310.2 Kelvin. Officially, Kelvin does not have a degree sign, but I'm not going to count it wrong if you do put a degree sign. All right, and that's our video. See you next time.